Okay, how does that sound? How are you guys doing today? Okay, it sounds good apparently. Today we're actually playing Mega Man music, because why not? I was in the mood for it. Hey, hi! Hi there! How are you guys doing today? So we're gonna be working on the little thing, like the models. It's gonna be pretty cool. Huh, the person that was watching left. Maybe that was just me. To be fair, I had it on my second screen I was watching. But anyways, today we're gonna continue working on these models. Hopefully we can complete quite a bit of them. I have compiled quite a list of viruses from the Mega Man Battle Network universe. I took several screenshots. And yeah, there's quite a bit of them. There's quite a few that would be easy to make, and we could make those. So yeah. But for now, let's just make the ones we have on hand right now. And we can cross out the ones that we don't need. Anyways, let's switch it over. Hi. There we go. I'm down here now. Anyways, let's just start working. So we're gonna make this little dude. He's pretty simple. He's not too complicated. After that, we might make this little guy? The other day we made this dude. He turned out pretty well. I like how he looks. Especially if I turn on the shading. There you go. We look at them side to side, they do look really, really good. And they turned out well. I was thinking maybe I should add realistic textures to it, but nah, we'll leave it cartoony. But yeah, last time we made this guy. And he looks exactly like in the original. Even the sword. But yeah, let's get started. So today we're gonna be working on this dude. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna add the little details that are the indents. I'll see what I can do. Let's do a round cube. And let's change the radius to a 1. There we go. Another thing that I want to do is move this little dude, GX. Thankfully, since we gave it an armature, we can just move him around. So, yeah, we gave him a little more armature. He looks good. In any case, let's move this guy. I wonder if there's that one person that's joining, watching for a little bit, and then just leaving. I mean, understandable to be fair. Alright, so the one that we're gonna make is the wrecking ball. And then these two. And maybe this. But the main part that I want to do is the body right now. So let's just get a cylinder. Let's move this. Actually, GX. And this I can leave like that. It can be like right here. And actually, no. Get out of the way. There we go. So let's start working on the body. We're gonna make the legs as well. Shift D. So just copy it, move it in the X-axis, leave it somewhere over there. We're gonna use it in here. But for the main body, we gotta do edge selection. Select this edge here. Do Control B to bevel it. And we should get the bottom shape here. Next, we're gonna select the top part, and we're gonna scale that down to get the little like cone shape that he has. GZ. Move this down. You can scale it up accordingly to however you want it to be. And then you can just do Control R, scroll up, and we add the little stripe in the middle. And that should be his body done for the most part. Let's quickly turn off X-ray. Select the top face here. We're going to do I to inset it. A little bit like that. We're going to extrude it inwards. It really doesn't matter how deep you go as long as you make it pretty deep. But now we're going to work on the head. We're going to be utilizing this one right here, Shift D X. We're going to do Edit, 1 on the numpad. We're going to do X-ray, and then we're going to select these bottom parts, X. If you're curious what the add-ons and stuff I'm using, don't worry. I'm going to be basically showing you what you need for that as well. I kind of forgot to hit record, but I'll just download the stream app afterwards. Sorry for anyone that's like watching the recorded version and is listening to all the stuff in the background, the music and all that, and it sounds really bad. YouTube mixes it afterwards, so yeah. This is my fault for forgetting to actually press record. But yeah, if you ever need the settings, just go here to edit and then preferences. I show it in the first episode, how to set up your little thing to copy me, that is. And you should be pretty much ready for anything. GY, we're going to move this like this. Actually, can't I just Shift A, mesh, oh, round cube. Then we do edit, select the bottom, X vertices, turn off X-ray. Yeah, now it's centered. We can just scale it down, GZ, and there we get the head, basically. Now we're gonna add like a little indent later, so let's make sure to do this. Turn on X-ray for this, so we can select everything here. SZ0. There we go. That just straightens it out, so that later on we can add that little indent. Let's make the side bits. Shift D, Z. Rotate X, or no, not Y, 90. Scale it down. GX. And this goes on the ears. GZ. They're like little earmuffs. It's pretty cool. And as for the size, we're going to scale this down until it fits the hole a little bit. If you're having trouble seeing the edge of the hole, you can always do this. And just look at it slightly. There you go. GX. Put that right there. How big are the earmuffs? They're a little smaller. Like there. There we go. Easy. And the gap is pretty small. Later on we're going to make the eyes. We're going to be using a semicircle for that. Alright, now let's do Control A, all transforms on this. Let's add a mirror modifier. There we go, and that'll place it on the other side. If you want, you can do Control J on these, and just make sure you apply the mirror modifier. Then do Control J. And now, we're going to add a subdivision surface. There we go. We do 2 levels, and then shade auto smooth. we just do it to the same to this thing, shade auto smooth. There we go. And we don't really need to add much to it. You could do a simple subdivision, so you go to subdivision surface, change it to simple, and add 2 levels to it as well. Now, let's see. Let's remove that real quick. Let's add a, and let's do a subdivide. There we go. Just subdivide it once and that should be enough. Makes it look sharp, makes it look nice. Just shade auto smooth and it should work. Alright, let's start making the little wrecking ball. Or actually, let's make these little flaps on the back of his head. For that, we're gonna do a plane. We're gonna rotate x-axis 90, gx, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Just do edit 1, and we're just gonna move these around to get the same shape. So kind of like this. There you go. We can scale that down, and we can add some thickness to it by adding a solidify modifier. We're going to increase the size of it a little bit. There we go. That seems about a good thickness. Of course, you can always make it thicker, but there. We're going to rotate this z-axis 90. Z. We're going to put one right here, rotate it in the z-axis, and put it right there. GZ. And this goes on the head. We can rotate it slightly. And we're basically going to have 2 of these. Just make sure it's inside the head. There. And we're going to duplicate this. First, we got to apply this. So apply the solidify. Then do Control A and do all transforms. And let's add a mirror modifier to this one and apply it. And there you go. You get the 2 little ribbons there. Looks good. Let's add a solidify to this one as well. Let's do Control A on the subdivision surface. Let's add a solidify modifier. Increase it slightly, holding shift. There we go. We can apply that as well. That way it looks a little bit more metallic, more thick. Alright. I don't know. It's coming out pretty well, not gonna lie. We're copying this character, by the way. Next are the legs. We're gonna scale this in the z-axis, make it pretty flat. And then we're just going to do Shift A and add a cone. And we're going to rotate that in the x-axis 180. GX. GZ. Scale down. GZ. And you think this is kind of like a flat face, but in reality it's a little bit outwards. You can kind of see it there. I don't know. It's a little strange. So we're just going to do a face selection here, extrude it a little bit, scale that down so it goes inwards like this, GZ. Make it pop out a little bit. It'll make it look nicer. And this has to be centered, which it is. Okay. And there we go. We have its foot. Do Control J on this and do Shade Auto Smooth. There we go. That looks good. Just scale it down. GX, GZ, and make sure to scale it to size. We're going to put this on the side of the leg. We're going to press 1 on the numpad. And we're going to rotate this like this, scale it down. And you'll notice that it's quite a bit too small, so we're just going to have to edit this shape right here. So we're just gonna select this, GZ. Now make sure you do O, GZ. Just make sure you select everything. Or maybe move the bottom part here. Let's do face selection, do GZ on this. There. So now we can select the foot, scale it up. Now, from what I can see... Oh, wait! The bottom is round. Working on a game? No, I'm actually working on the assets for a game. And later on, I'm gonna post them for free, and anyone who wishes to actually use them can use them to actually make the game. So basically, I've been fed up with Capcom not remaking Mega Man Battle Network, because these are all viruses and characters from Mega Man Battle Network. This is one that I also made. Yeah, an asset pack. It'll just be a Mega Man Battle Network asset pack. I have to release it for free, because, you know, these viruses are copyrighted. Or rather, the, like, you know, like the design of the character are copyrighted. So I'm just gonna release them for free. There are, of course I can sell them, but the thing is, most of them are so simple that I'll just give them away for free. As for the more complex one, like let's say I need to add like a fire animation or anything to them, I will be selling those. There are people who sell 3D prints of Mega Man Battle Network free. And yeah, like, why not? But yeah, these are from an existing game. If anyone wishes to remake Mega Man Battle Network 3 in 3D for me, feel free to do so. Yes, I usually stream 3D art. It's like extremely rare for me to actually do 2D art. Oh, it is on standard. I was like, why is the color so dull? It's just the light. It's the lighting that's kind of ruining it. What if I grab an HDR real quick? Nah, but then the HDR will be in the background. It's gonna be annoying. Alright, well, let's continue working on this little dude. So, I think he's supposed to be a cement mixer. The thing is, I think the bottom half is round. So we can just, like, scale this, make it small, and we can just kind of round it off artificially. We can do Control R here, add a loop, do GZ. Actually, turn off O, GZ. Do Control R, GZ. Maybe scale it up a little. Yeah, it seems like the bottom half of this character is actually round. I think that looks good, right? GZ. Now turn on O, GZ. But yeah, if anyone wants to contact me, I am working on every single asset for Mega Man Battle Network, but in 3D. If you want to make a Mega Man Battle Network game remake, yeah, I'll give you the assets for completely free because I have to, and also because I want someone to make it. I want it to basically be like the normal one. Well, to be fair here, it's not that many. Actually, now that I look at it, it is quite a bit of viruses. Yeah, there's quite a bit of them. There's like 1, 2, 3, and I also have to make some of the characters. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Like, for example, the boss characters. I have to make those. Right now, my plan, make all the viruses, at least. That way, if someone wants to make just the fighting portion, like just the normal virus fights, they can. And that, like, will give a basic idea, and someone can, like, program it, or whatever. It's like, hey, if they want to program it, they can. Let me do Control-A, Alt Transforms. But yes, it is quite a bit of work, and honestly, I don't mind. I'm gonna have fun making these. I'm a big fan of Mega Man. I just really hope one of these days, like, I'll just be making one of these models. Someone will just reach out and say, yo, I'll remake the game for you. I'm really pumped for that one dude that's remaking Zero from Mega Man Zero. Also, enough yapping. I need to make the arms. Gee. Scale that down. And I really hope he makes it really well. Let's make the arms a little smaller, Jeezy. This goes there, right? Yeah. How far apart do I want the arms to be? More like that. But yeah, he's remaking Mega Man Zero. And it's honestly really cool. I like it. He's doing a good job. Alright. Let me just duplicate this. GY. And he added like a lot of cool fighting effects and stuff. One good example is he added stuff from Devil May Cry. He added like a lot of the fighting mechanics from Kingdom Hearts. Subdivision Surface, we added one. And that was pretty cool. Shade Auto Smooth. I feel like he's on to something when adding all these features and stuff. Subdivision Surface. Add 2. Also, if you're curious what I'm doing, because this is supposed to be a tutorial, obviously, me just yapping and like talking and all that, I'm not doing anything too complicated. I'm just moving around circles. So if I'm talking while I'm doing this, it's alright. It's literally just circles. Alright, did we add a mirror modifier to this? No. Let's add a mirror modifier to this. Let's remove that mirror modifier. Let's do Control-A, Alt Transforms. Now let's add a mirror modifier to it. Also, make sure your character's in the center of the canvas. So if you do Shift-A and you add something, that's where the center of your project is. Make sure your character's there so you can mirror modifier easily. Alright, let's continue working on this. His arms are just cylinders, it seems. Let's just do Shift-A, Mesh, Cylinder. Rotate X-axis 90. Scale down. Scale in the Y-axis. And there we go. We got our arm. Shade Auto Smooth. Oh, by the way, today I made some really good potatoes. Or like, I did like those things that they sell like at the Chinese shops. Or I don't particularly know if it's specifically the Chinese shops, but it's like these potatoes that they're like mashed potatoes that are in like a ball form that you fry. And it honestly is like the best thing. So good, bro. I made those, and yeah, they came out really well. You have to cover them in breading and stuff to fry them. Actually, before I do... here. I have to learn the diagonal of it anyways. I'll never get over the Mega Man music. Let me scale up the circle a little bit. Mega Man music goes such a banger, bro. Alright, that looks about right. He's gonna be tilting downwards, but I want his arms to be quite a bit long, and then you can like scale them down or whatever. Alright, let's add the little rivets to his arms. So we're just gonna do something like this. Yeah, let's do Control Z, Control R. Is that good enough? No, Control Z. Control R, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that seems good enough. G. Uh-oh. I love the overworld music. Alright, and then we add these little like cuts in between with Control B. So if you Control B, it bevels, but if you do it on a smooth surface like this, it just does it like this. So now we're just gonna do a extrude faces along normals. Let's see. Oh, we have to do face selection first. There we go. Extrude. What? That's weird. Oh, there we go. Now I'm selecting faces. You have to press 3 to select faces. Right click, extrude face along normals. And we just extrude those inwards. A little bit. About there. And done. That would be those little segments there. We're going to add that to these balls as well. Right now they're doing a mirror modifier. Let's do edge selection. Let's do Control B on this. There we go. Let's do face selection, extrude faces along normals. And we make that go inwards like this. And that looks really nice. I like that. It looks good. We're going to do that to the hat as well. So we're going to do edge selection, and we're going to select this edge here. Right? Is that straight? Is that the correct spot? It is more above. So we're just going to do this. Then we're going to do scale Z 0. Just so it's nice and straight. We're going to do Control B to add a bevel to it. Do face selection and extrude face along normals and make it go inwards. GZ. There. So now we have that little line there that separates it. It's that one little detail that just makes the model look better. Alright, we're going to add that to the wrecking ball part as well. Let me just quickly do edge selection here. Do SZ0 on this. Select this. SZ0. As for the top part, we don't need to do it. Just these little parts here. Or maybe... No, we don't need to do it. Let's quickly see. Okay, yeah, no, there's like a section there. So let's do Control B. We add a little line here. Turn it to face selection. We can scale in the Z-axis. Make it a little thinner. And now we extrude face along normals. We do GZ. So it's nice and straight. And now we're going to add these little details here. Let's quickly look at the wrecking balls just to see that we're matching it correctly. Alright, so the wrecking ball seems to be split into little squares here, which should be simple enough. Do edge selection. I'm just going to select these edges here. Let's see. Oh no, it doesn't connect. Okay. Okay, we're going to select these edges. Going to select these. And we're doing the same on the other side. So we're just going to select it like this. I guess we can make it go below it. Just like this. Is there anything on the side of the ball? No. Alright, we're just going to do Control B now. So we bevel these like this. And now we extrude faces along normals. If we turn it to face selection first, there we go. Extrude faces along normals. Make that go in. Let's do edge selection. The fighting music is always so good. Okay, let's have the bottom section selected. Oh wait, actually, can't we just do this? Let me see. Because right now it looks like muscles. It does not look good. I mean, we can do simple subdivision, but that doesn't work too well. Keep corners. That did nothing. Oh, all. Keep corners. Nope, that did nothing either. Keep corners and junctions. Man, these advanced options do nothing. They really do nothing. Well, I guess we're just gonna do right-click and edge crease. There we go. And now we do the same for the top part. We just do edge selection. Actually, we can just do face selection. Let's turn off X-ray though. So let's just select these faces here. There you go. The exterior ones are going to be a little harder though. Let's change it to edge selection like this. And we can just deselect these middle edges. Like that. And we can go here. And mark edge crease. And we can make that sharper. Make sure to select these edges here. Oh, not that. There you go. I think that's from a boss fight. I can't remember. Select this corner, select this corner. Select that one. Select this one. Let's quickly test with this. Edge crease. It works. Okay. That's exactly what we want to do. Good. Let's quickly mark edge crease on the exterior here. There we go. Just make that a little sharper, because right now it was looking a little bad. Just make sure we mark these edges here. Also do these edges. The center ones. We could get rid of a few of these later, but for now... Okay, let me just quickly do it and then check if we missed anything. Edge crease. Obviously, we have to do this edge here. Okay, we missed a corner. Right here. I also think it's a little bit too deep. Oh, goddammit, we missed another corner right here. Edge crease. Perfect. Oh, we're missing another corner. Edge crease. There you go. You gotta crease them, otherwise it just doesn't look good and sharp. So you just gotta do it. I mean, it doesn't look particularly bad. Yeah, the faces are a little bit iffy at most. Let's quickly just select them again. Select that center bit. Select that. Make sure we select all of the interior here. We don't want to miss anything. So check all these little triangles. Let's see if I missed one there. Okay, everything seems good. And we're just gonna do GY. Move it forward a bit. GZ. GY. Yeah, you can just move it freehand as well if you really want to. There we go, now it's not so inset in. Good. Alright, I think that's our wrecking ball done. Shade auto smooth. Oh, I love this one. This song is so nice. Edge crease. Let's leave it at that. Looks a little better. But yeah, it's a lot of adjusting until it looks good. So if you don't like how something looks, you can always modify it and change it however you want. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it at that. That looks alright. It's not horrible. As soon as we add the materials, it should look good. Alright, let's add the little black bit that's supposed to be here. For that, we're going to do Shift A. And we're gonna use a UV sphere. We're gonna scale this down. We're gonna do GZ. Scale it down to the size like that. Just scale it down a little bit more. GZ. And I think that's good. Yeah. Alright. Let's add a subdivision surface to this. Add 2 levels and shade auto smooth. Okay, now let's add the materials to everything. Now we're going to be reusing a few materials from this little guy. So the materials that we have for this little guy is face black. We're just going to be reusing face black here. There you go. And we're going to make a few new materials. The new materials being for the arms here. So first, let's do Control A, all transforms. Let's quickly add a modifier and add a mirror modifier. There you go. Now we have his other arm. Let me quickly edit these edges here. And let's just crease them. Just a little bit. Enough to where they're sharp somewhat. There we go. And let's start adding them their materials. Let's see, what material do I want to use for the main body? I guess we can always just do this. There we go. Arm metal. Heavy. There we go. We're just gonna call it heavy. It's from the Quaker family, apparently. Which is a funny name, honestly. Let's add a little bit of metallic to this, since it is pretty metallic. Let's leave the roughness where it is. You can always lower the roughness, but I'm gonna leave it at that. We're just gonna make them slightly metallic. Okay, let's add the arm one to this one. And let's quickly make the body different colors. So we're going to add the little stripe, so make sure to go face selection. Select this little middle bit like this. Do I want to select another stripe? No, that's good enough. Let's do new. Let's eyedrop that blue. Actually, first, let's eyedrop the white. So this part. And call it body heavy 1. We add another one, new, and we eyedrop this, assign it to that little section, and call it body heavy 2. There we go. We don't need to name it anything particular, so I'm just going to leave it at that. The legs are the same as the arms, so we're just going to give it the arm heavy. Then there's the little hat. We're going to add a material to it. We're just going to call it heavy hat. And we're going to eyedrop the red. Give it heavy hat there as well. And I guess the black we can leave it as is. The blue we have to modify, so we're just going to select these, do Control L. We're going to add another material. We're going to look for body heavy blue, assign it, and there you go. Now those parts are blue. Next we're going to do this, just the ball, the heavy ball. So we're going to do new. We're going to eyedrop the black part here. Add quite a bit of metallic to it. We're going to make it a little bit more reflective. Heavy ball. There we go. And let's quickly make the little eyeballs. So let's do Shift A, circle, rotate x-axis 90, GX, and there you go. You'll see that we have a circle here. Do edit, do AF. Or actually do edge selection like this, then do F. There we go, and we get a semicircle like this. Let's do 1, edge selection. Select all these vertices here, do X vertices. Okay, and now we do edge selection like this and do F. There you go. So now we rotate in the Y-axis 180 to make it upside down like this. Deselect everything GZ, or just move it around, and there you go. We have a semicircle. We're gonna make a new material. I drop the yellow. Let's see. Let's use this yellow here. We're just gonna call this Heavy Eyes. There we go. We're gonna do emission, give it the same color. Make it slightly bright. We're gonna do edit, control. I guess not. Alright, well, whatever. Let's put the eyes in place. Let's do 1, G, scale them down. If you were bothered by the origin, do set origin geometry. There you go. GY. Scale it accordingly, GZ. There you go. And we can rotate in the Z-axis so that it's in the correct spot. G, move it in like this. And we can rotate a little bit like this. And there you go, he has his eye. Looks good. And we're gonna leave it 2D so that we can later on make them blink. But for now, it's pretty good. Let's do Control A, all transforms. Let's add a mirror modifier. There you go. Apply the mirror modifier. GX. Just to move it around. And he looks pretty good, honestly. Let's quickly select everything. Scale it up. Because this virus is bigger than this virus. So we're scaling it up accordingly. So he's somewhat like about there in size. Jeezy. But there. Let's quickly verify how he looks with shading. And yeah, that looks good. Okay, we did a pretty good job with this little model here. He's pretty simple, but he came out looking really good. Alright, let's quickly give him a little armature. So we're gonna do Shift A. And do armature, and let's do a single bone. Let's do 1, G. Let's find where the bone is. As you can see here, it's right here. Move Z-axis, we're gonna put it right there. Turn on X-ray, go to this mode. Jeezy. So first we're gonna do the body here. We're gonna put it right... Where do I want to put it? I guess right here would be a good. Let's do edit. Let's quickly turn on X, extrude. Oh, whatever. We're gonna duplicate it on the other side later. But yeah, we're gonna add his little legs. Extrude this out to here. There you go. We're gonna do one half of the body and then we'll do the other. Extrude this up to about there. Extrude it. Oh, actually, let's do Control Z. Extrude Z. What? Hello? Extrude Z axis. There we go. Extrude Z axis. That's going to be the head. And now to do the arms. Let's do 1. Extrude this out like this. Put it right there. Let's do 7. Let's do G. Put this right around there. Make sure it's a little centered. Extrude this out like this. Extrude it out again. And we extrude one bone out in the y-axis. We select our bone, do G to move it around, and put it somewhere in the center, kind of like that. Alright, let's quickly select these bones here. Select these bones. Do Shift D, X. There we go. We right click and we mirror in the x-axis. There you go. Let's do 1. Let's do G, X. And make sure it's perfectly centered with the other one, just like that. Of course, I like doing it this way. You can do it any other way. I personally do it this way, though. Another thing, if you really want to add it, though, you don't need to, though. Let's quickly move this, though. GY. Make sure it's centered. Let me quickly move these as well. GY. That way it's actually on the feet. But if you really want to add it, you can go 3 on the numpad, extrude this out like this, and extrude out like this, add a little bit right there. Let's do 7. Let's do GX, and put it right there. Do Shift D, X, mirror, in the x-axis, global, GX. And let's make sure it's perfectly in the center right there. And there. And this will make it so you can move his little thingies here individually if you really want to. Just to make like cute little animations maybe in the like future. You never know. If you want, you can do Control J on this. Just make sure to apply the mirror modifier on each one. So do Control A. You can do Control A on this as well. Just apply all modifiers before you do anything. There you go. Don't need to apply that. Don't need to apply that. I need to apply that. There you go. As long as you apply all the modifiers, everything should be A-okay. Okay, let's quickly join these. Control J. These are already together. This is already together. Let's do Control J on this. There you go. And I guess on the head as well. Control J. As for the body and the legs and the arms, I'm going to leave those all separated. Let's quickly verify that all the materials are still the same. Yes, they are. Alright, and now we're just going to select all the parts of the model. And then we're going to do Control and select our armature. There we go, and it seems we selected the correct armature. We're going to do Control P. And we're gonna do with automatic weights. Alright, and now let's just quickly check if they actually animate correctly. Let's select our armature, let's do pose mode. And if we quickly select these and rotate in the x-axis, there you go, it rotates. Now there are a few weight issues. No, it's not Digimon Hyper, this is Mega Man. They're from Mega Man. They're similar to Digimon, but they're like purely like a digital world type deal. It's from Mega Man Battle Network, in case you're curious. Alright, let's quickly weight paint these so that they're not all broken. The good thing is that we added an armature so we can pose it however we want later. Alright. Let's quickly rename these bones. So we're gonna select this one. We're gonna rename it to bone, or just body. We're gonna rename... What? Oh. Bones. Give me a sec. Oh, we have the bone selection. There you go. So this is not right now bone 003. Just rename it to body 1. We're gonna select the other one and call it body 2. There. These don't need to be named, though I would recommend just calling it just body 3, body 4. There we go. We're gonna call this one head. Head 2. And we're just gonna call this tie 1. Tie 2. There we go. Now we're gonna name this one arm. Let's see, that would be his left arm. I needed to sneeze there. Let's just call it arm L, or just forearm. So forearm L, forearm R, and now we just call this arm L, and this one arm R. So right and left. And we're just gonna call this one ball. Here, metal ball. Right, we're gonna call this hip left? Yes. Hip L. And we're gonna call this one hip R. There we go. And we're gonna call this leg R. And this one leg L. There. Just make sure to name your stuff, otherwise it gets a little just confusing. Wait, did I Oh no, this one isn't joined. Control J. There you go. Okay. We can just turn off X-ray. We can select this and just go all the way up to head. And we can do weight paint. And make sure it's on max and you're selecting gradient and you just do this. There you go. Alright, now we're gonna select tie 2. Okay, tie 2 and tie 1 are perfect. If anything, I want to remove the weight from this. So to do that, we're just going to do edit. We're going to select these, do Control L, P, select. Now they're separated. So now we can do weight paint. We turn this to 0. And we remove all the connection to that. So now it has no influence on it at all. Let's go to head 2. And I guess we can leave that. Let's quickly select this, do weight paint. Go to head 2. Okay, head 2 has no influence under them at all. Okay, leg L has no influence over the body. Hip L has influence over it. Leg R has no influence over the body. Hip R does. And we're going to remove all influence from the arms and from forearm. So we're going to remove all of this. So forearm right, we do this. Arm right, we do this. Just remove all influence just so the body doesn't bend. Okay. Let's go back to this. Let's go into pose mode. And let's move stuff around just to check. Rotate X-axis. Okay, for some reason it has influence over the head. So let's go weight paint. We go to the arms. So forearm. Let's go to this mode so we can actually see. For some reason, what? Why does it have influence over that? No, why would the forearm have influence on that? Arm left, we just do this. Arm right. Forearm right. There we go. We just remove that. No, there is no reason for that to happen. Why would the arms have influence over the head? Okay, there we go. So now if we do pose, rotate X. Okay. And last but not least, we gotta remove the influence of the body with these. So we go weight paint. And we go to body. And we remove all influence of the body on the arms. There. Let's quickly do pose mode. Select these, rotate X. And there you go. No change. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright, now let's pose our little dude. So first we gotta rotate his body. So rotate X. Oh, that too. We gotta rotate these. Let's rotate these, rotate X. Let's do 3. Select all these 3. Just move it around. Rotate a little. And make sure to select these. Rotate X. To right about there. And there we go. That's a little model complete. All posed and everything. So if we do this, it looks like this. We go to the render, looks like that. Really nice. I love it. It also looks really good. If you want to see it without all the like weird like stuff around, it looks like this. But yeah, this is another character done. I'm feeling kind of weird right now, so I'm gonna end the stream here. My stomach is kind of killing me, to be fair. Anyways, this would be our finished model. If you were following along, I hope you had fun. But yeah, this would be our finished product. Anyways, I will see you guys later. For now, I'm gonna quickly relax. My stomach is really killing me right now. I'm not feeling too well. So, yeah, I'm just gonna head out. Bye-bye.